Next question. I'm a firefighter slash paramedic. Historically, my profession has always been composed of alpha men, and all you had to worry about was teaching the skill and not the aggressive side of a person. That is key within this job. We now face a new generation where they're hiring softer men, quote unquote softer men, due to upper management and human resources criteria. So when you get these guys, the drive that is needed to do the job is not there. I truly believe that our profession is a calling. That goes for all public servants and military alike. So my question to you is, how do you instill aggression or passion? How do you instill it? How do you turn a soft man into an alpha male? Skill can be taught, but aggression and passion is where I come up short and tend to get frustrated because some people don't love this job the way I do. Those soft men will potentially be put in a position where they may have to pull me out of a fire or even save someone's life, and aggression will be key. Call me crazy, but I'd rather have the alpha male that gets after it on a daily basis to pull me out.
Yeah, no doubt about that. You want to have the guy that's going to be aggressive and make things happen at the moment of truth. So how do you do that? How do you instill that? Well, number one, hard training. You got to set up training for your people that is tough, that challenges them. And at first there'll be some, complaining about it and whatever else. But eventually people start to embrace that hard training and it starts to make them feel proud.
Right.
And that's what you want them to do. You want to push them mentally and physically. And you want to have them understand a very important premise. Because if you take the fact that these guys are, let's call them softer, well, that means they want to have they want to be safe.
Right.
Well, you need to teach these guys that the best way to mitigate risk is to be aggressive. Right? If you want to mitigate risk, the best way to mitigate risk is to be aggressive. So, example, if you think a fight's going to happen, what's the best way to, control that situation? It's to be aggressive. It's to aggressively attack the enemy. If you're in a gunfighting situation and someone's attacking you, what's the best thing to do? It's flank them and attack them. You want to be aggressive. In a firefight, if you're fighting a fire, you want to fight the fire, right? You don't want to let the fire burn and get out of control. You want to aggressively get the fire under control. So aggression is the best way to mitigate risk. So get these guys in that mentality of where they recognize that the aggression is an important facet of what they're doing. And you want to put them in training scenarios where the aggression wins and passivity loses. You want to put them in a situation where, oh, guess what? You sat back and waited, and now we got the whole building on fire. Or you sat back and waited, and now the people that we could have rescued 3 minutes ago are going to die because you hesitated at the moment of truth. So you got to teach them that aggressiveness over and over and over again. And I think that's what you got to do. I know that one SEAL officer that I was working with, we were going through land warfare training, and land warfare training is you got machine guns firing, you got rockets going off, you got smoke grenades. It's mayhem. And if you have to grab control of the situation. So you're doing what we call immediate action drills, and everyone's shooting live fire and they're maneuvering. And you've got to grab control of the situation, and you've got to make things happen aggressively through force of will. And so this one SEAL officer, who I thought was a great guy, he wasn't making it happen. He wasn't being aggressive enough. And I said to him, hey man, you got to be more aggressive. You got to get fired up with your guys. And he literally said to me, I remember it like it was yesterday. He goes, I don't know if I can get any more fired up. And I said, okay, hang with me. And I just follow me. And I took command of his squad of 8 guys. And I said, just follow me. So we got in a contact drill, and the shooting started, and boom, I showed him what aggression looked like. Hey, you two set up on this corner right here. You get up there. Start laying down fire. You over here. Start getting a head count. And you're yelling, placing guys, making it happen through force of will. It's being aggressive. And that was all it took. Like he just didn't understand the difference. He didn't understand what aggression looked like, and he didn't understand how it impacted the situation. When you're not being aggressive out on the battlefield, you have no control. Things will just happen, and you will have no control of them. So, and guess what? It's the same thing in life. If you're not aggressively pursuing your goals, again, that doesn't mean you're aggressively confronting people at every turn. No, it means you're aggressively pursuing your goals through any means necessary. Again, people get confused and think that I'm in someone's face. Right. Hey, we're doing this my way. No. You're aggressively pursuing your goals. You're not aggressively pursuing people. You're not aggressively pursuing personalities. You're not aggressively confronting people. You're confronting the challenge, not the people. Do you have to confront people sometimes? Yes, of course you do. But you're aggressively confronting and attacking the challenge, the mission, not the people. But anyways, this guy didn't quite understand. So I had to show him. I had to let him see what that looked like, what it looked like to say, hey, take it out right here. Grab a guy and say, set a corner right here. Start moving guys and have them see that. And guess what? Then you get the other people in the squad start seeing it, and they start acting aggressively to make things happen. And that's when you do it. That's what you do. And obviously what that means is you as a leader, you have to lead. You have to show these guys the way, how important aggression is and how to do it.
Yeah, and kind of in life, I think you kind of, because again, it's one of those things that sounds pretty simple. It's either be aggressive or you're not being aggressive kind of thing, but it's so hard because like for example, if you're in life, a lot of people, they sit back and wait for things to kind of happen. Like, I'm waiting. You hear people say, it just hasn't happened for me yet. I'm waiting for my big break kind of thing.
No, wrong attitude.
Yeah, exactly. But
Make it happen.
When you're in that situation, it kind of seems like that's how the world works. So it doesn't, and a lot of it, it's maybe how people are raised. I don't know. Where if you don't know what that is, that if you don't have access to that feeling of being an aggressive person, it's hard to get there until, like how you said, if someone shows you, like in the exact situation that you're in, and in your case, it was that one specific training situation, you showed them how. So it probably clicked right away. Yep. But in life, there's all these situations. So just to be an aggressive person might be kind of hard for someone to access. Unless they have like a mentor or something, or someone who demonstrated it.
It definitely is. It definitely is hard in life. It's hard to show people all the different situations. And because then you also can end up with people that are overly aggressive.
Right. Or aggressive on the wrong thing.
Or aggressive in the wrong direction. I said this to someone the other day. They were talking about like, I'm super passionate about this. And I said, don't aim your passion at the people.
Yeah.
Because people find that offensive.
Yeah.
You got to aim your passion at the mission. And there'll be some collateral encouragement when people see someone that's fired up, when people see someone that's passionate, it makes people excited about the mission as well. But if I hit you with my passion, if I aim my passion at you, all of a sudden you're intimidated by it, you're turned off by it, you're made defensive by it. So that's what you have to be careful of. You want to aim your passion, aim your aggression at the mission, not at the people. What you want to do with people is you want to influence them. You want to steer them. You want to pull them along. You want to give them the idea so they think that they're moving in that direction on their own. You actually want them to be. Never mind think. You want them to move in that direction on their own. That's leadership. And so that's what you got to do with this aggressive thing. It's definitely a really good question. I would also say, what music are they listening to? What TV shows are they watching? What movies are they watching? Are they watching UFC straight up? Are they watching people fight? Are you doing any training? Are you hitting bags? Are you throwing some Muay Thai kicks? Are you grappling? Do those things raise aggression levels? Are they working out hard? Like no kidding. Squatting heavy weights increases your testosterone, period. It really does. So get on the squat rack and start getting that testosterone flowing through your system.
Yeah.